Sunny Hostin, who I think is truly the nastiest woman on television and a genuine racist and not that bright, despite her law degree and everything else.
Sunny Hostin, her husband accused of committing federal insurance fraud in a lawsuit.
RICO case ever filed in the state of New York. That's bigger than the...
What if I told you that one of the most vocal legal analysts on television is currently embroiled in a legal dispute? Yes, Sunny Hostin, the feisty co-host of The View who is well known for her audacious views on morality and justice, is under a lot of scrutiny. Not only that, but her husband, Dr. Emmanuel Hostin, has also been the target of a shocking lawsuit alleging that he participated in a large-scale insurance fraud scheme that was valued at around $500 million. Emmanuel Hostin, the husband of Sunny Hostin, co-host of The View, has been charged with federal insurance fraud. However, that is only the beginning. Sunny Hostin's meticulously manicured public persona is disintegrating right in front of our eyes, from startling court cases to startling public declarations. What is actually happening behind the scenes, then? Let's examine the controversy that has everyone talking in detail. In a startling turn of events, a federal lawsuit filed on December 17, 2024, identified Sunny Hostin's spouse, renowned orthopedic physician Dr. Emmanuel Hostin. American Transit Insurance Company filed the lawsuit, alleging that Dr. Hostin and around 200 other defendants planned a complex insurance fraud scheme. The charges? Filing false claims, performing needless medical procedures, and inventing patient injuries.
According to the documents, he knowingly provided fraudulent medical and other healthcare services, including arthroscopic surgeries.
So he was scamming insurance companies from taxi drivers, Uber drivers, and Lyft drivers. He was performing unnecessary surgeries and then providing fraudulent medical services.
If she didn't really know what was going on, right, which is what she's probably going to say later, oh, I had no idea what my husband and his associates were doing. We'll wait and see what that is, but I think it's pretty freaking ironic.
He deliberately offered fraudulent medical and other healthcare services, including arthroscopic operations, according to the filings, all in return for illicit payments that were deftly passed off as financial distributions or profits. And how much does this purported fraud cost? $450 million in damages, which is astounding. These accusations are quite devastating for a man who is married to a former federal prosecutor and legal analyst. According to American Transit, Dr. Hostin and his co-defendants made millions of dollars by using dishonest financial practices and bogus claims to take advantage of systemic flaws. In addition to endangering his medical profession, the lawsuit may result in major legal repercussions, including possible criminal charges. However, if you believe Sunny Hostin is lying, you should reconsider. She is putting up a fierce battle in response.
I mean, I agree with mostly everything that's been said. I mean, we know that, only about 31% of Americans trust our healthcare system. We have a terrible healthcare system. And, doctors suffer because of big corporations as well. Doctors that want to do good, like my husband, operates on someone even though they don't have insurance and then has to sue health insurance companies to get paid for the work that he's been trained his whole life to do.
Sonny's dumb. Certainly not the brightest person. And what she just said just doesn't make any sense. It's just so silly to say.
Sunny Hostin, who never backs down from a battle, immediately launched into an offensive, calling the lawsuit a baseless assault and accused American Transit of single-handedly targeting her husband due to his relationship with her. Sunny claims that the insurance firm is about to declare for bankruptcy and is exploiting well-known people to divert attention away from its own financial issues. She maintains that the accusations are only a smear campaign intended to damage their reputation and that her husband is innocent. The Hostins have engaged well-known lawyer Mark Garagos, who has defended famous people in high-profile court cases, to fight the lawsuit. Additionally, claiming that the claims have already seriously harmed their personal and professional lives, they are threatening a $5 million countersuit for emotional anguish and slander. Will their legal opposition, however, be sufficient to vindicate Dr. Hostin's name? Or will this case reveal truths that could damage their reputation for good? In addition to the lawsuit, Sunny Hostin has been in the news for a string of divisive remarks she made on The View. She drew swift and severe criticism when, in a January 2025 broadcast, she likened the Capitol riot on January 6 to slavery and the Holocaust.
Nefarious stuff. Let's just not forget who she is. She's been, for years, lecturing America about morality and equality, systemic failure.
Both political leaders and historians were outraged by her comments, accusing her of creating inappropriate and careless parallels. Scott Jennings, a CNN pundit, referred to her remarks as historically ignorant and extremely careless, and other anti-Semitism monitoring groups denounced her for downplaying the significance of the Holocaust. Her rhetoric had gone too far, according to several viewers, who even started demanding that she be kicked off The View. However, Sunny has previously stirred up controversy with her remarks. When Sunny Hostin boldly claimed that the majority of Trump supporters were ignorant white women in November 2024, she sparked yet another.
Women tried to save this country again last night. 92% of black women voted for the vice president. You have Latinas in the 70 percentile voting for the vice president. What we did not have is white women who voted about 52%, right, for Donald Trump. Uneducated white women, is my understanding.
Let me ask you this, though. Since Trump's win, there's been a lot of soul searching on the Democratic side, people needing answers on what went wrong. Do you think that is helpful? And do you think there should also be some soul searching on the Republican side who need to analyze why they would nominate a convicted felon who ran on lies, threats of retribution, and concepts of a plan?
Uproar. Critics quickly denounced her remarks, charging her with stereotyping and inciting division. Devin Mustard, the wife of NFL player Raheem Mostert, was one of the people who called her out, calling Sunny's remarks extremely insulting and racist. Sunny defended her position and insisted that her claims were supported by statistical analysis in spite of the criticism. But may her unrepentant stance wind up losing her career in a world when public personalities are held more and more responsible for their words? Sunny Hostin finds herself at a crossroads as a high-stakes lawsuit threatens to overtake her family, and public criticism of her contentious words grows. The consequences might be disastrous for both her husband and her carefully cultivated public image if he is found guilty in the huge insurance fraud case. Meanwhile, viewers who are tired of her rhetoric and media watchdogs are targeting her because of her increasingly contentious remarks on The View. What does Sunny Hostin's future hold, then? Will she come out of these scandals unharmed? Or are we seeing the start of a catastrophic collapse? There is little doubt that this story is far from over, and everyone will be keeping a careful eye on it as additional information becomes available. What are your thoughts? Was Sunny Hostin the target of a deliberate attack, or is there more going on here? Tell us about the assault, or is this merely the revelation of a more profound reality? Tell us in the comments section below.